sẽ được bắt đầu với xin thành tâm cung thỉnh phái đoàn Phật giáo Kim Cương Thừa quang lâm lên lễ đài chính, cung đối trước Tam Bảo, cử hành nghi lễ tụng kinh cầu nguyện hòa bình thế giới. Nam mô Hoan Hỷ Tạng Bồ Tát Ma Ha Tát.
Nam mô Sakyamuni Buddha. Most venerable, respected delegates and guests, at this sacred hour, the main hall has been settled in solemnity. We now commence the second day of the United Nations Day of Vesak 2025 with a spiritual offering, the chanting ceremony for world peace. We respectfully invite the following Buddhist delegation, Vairajana Buddhist Sangha, to graciously ascend the main stage, respectfully towards the chief bojjhans and commence the sacred chanting. Namo Buddhaya.
Now we would like to invite to the stage His Eminence Sangye Dorji Rinpoche, the Chairman of Council of Administration and Development Affairs of Bhutan, and the Vajrayana Buddhist delegation to come to the stage to lead the chanting of Buddhists for world peace.
Nam mô Buddha Dhamma Sanghaya Kim Cho Sum Lai Tra Tia Lan Di Tra Sangye Chom De Di 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 Shi Sha Ban Ra Chom Ba Yang Ta Ban Do Bi Sangye Ri Ba Da Sha Su Deo Ra She Ba Ji Tien Kiem Ba Kim Bo Di Lu Kan Lo La Na Me Ba La Na Me Na Ye De Ba Sang Ye Chom De 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 Di Ji She Ba Ra Chom Ba Ya Da Ba Do Bi Sang Ye Ri Ba Da Sha Su Tien Ba Deo Ra She Ba Ji Tien Kiem Ba Kim Bo Du Ye Kan Lo Ju Ba La Na Me Ba La Na Me Na Ye De Ba Sang Ye Chom De De Di Ji She Ba Di Ni Su Nam Da Yi Jo Tuen Ba Yi Zao Wa Ju Bi Zao Wa Zu Bi Ge Ba Zu Nam Gi De Nam Gi Shi Be Jie Sang Bo Nam Gi Je Se Nam Gi Me Do Ge Ba Ju Ye Le Ba Tu Ma To Na Mi Tu Ba Me De Bi Me Ba Nam Ge Bra Ga Wa She Ra Zi Ge Me De Ba To Nam La Zi Wa Me Ba Zhen Jie Tang Ji Yi De Ba Chang Zhu Se Ba Nam Gi Ya Pa Bi Kan Sa Nam Gi Ge Ba Ya Ge Le De Bi Zhou Ke Du Zhou Hua Nam Gi De Bi Yi Xie Ba Du Me Ba Bo Ba Sang Ji Ri Sha Su Nam Ra Da Ba Ya Nian Ba Gu Jie Da Ye Chou Mi She Ba Gu Cong Ba Me Ba De Ba Da Yi Ma Gu Ba Su Da Yi Nia Wa Ma Gu Ba Zu Me Ba Da Da Ma Je Ba Du Nye Le Nam Ra Zhou Kong Bo Da Le Ra Do Nam Ra Zhou Wa Kong Nam Da Mi De Ba Ye Je Nam Dam Ba Du Ba Nam Xin Du Je Ba Yong Su Dong Wa Da Le Nam Ra Zhou Wa Se Ba Le Yong Su Zhou Wa Chu Le Ge Wa Yi Shi Yong Su Zong Ba De Ya Dang Ma Jin Ba Dang Ba Da Ju Yi Sang Ye Chom De Le Nam Gi Yi Shi La Ne Yang Yi Le De Ba La Mi De Ba Yang Da tham chế là di vi sa la shu pa ni te ta ni ti chế shi vi chư yang da ba mong phổ tam bi chư ni thông ra yêu wa par do yêu wa tham ra yêu wa te sang bo chi cho sang bo ma chế wa yong so do yong so na wa yong so chang wa chong den de bi chư la bra so wa yang da ba tu ne ne ba bi che ba me ba ye ra de ma ye thong wa de ba kya ba nam ki so so rang ki re ra cha chom den de bi sui chư de wa le bra de ma ye bra jo zo bi cha chu do do ra che ba mi te ba mi chi tu ba na de Yem ba ye ba ju a che ba wo ha vi ki di ni le pra ju va re pra ju va chang bro ju va tim ra ju va tel bo je ye so ju va cha cha ye so ju su nam ye ge ge shi ye yo so ja wa chim jim ye ne so ju va ke to ya jim Churo Charo Sam Ye Sam Ye Jam Ye Sam Ye Jam Ye Sam Ye Jam Sam Ye Jam La Te Je Nam Ra Min Ma Sam Ye Jam Nam La Shin Do Ke Ra Shu De She De Mai Joy Ge
Thành tâm niệm ân, phần nghi thức tâm linh cầu nguyện hòa bình thế giới từ phái đoàn Chư Tôn Đức Phật giáo Kim Cương Thừa.
We sincerely thank the Varachana Buddhist delegations for their powerful and profound chanting. May the sacred mantra and blessing offered through this practice bring peace, wisdom, and compassion to all sentient beings. Let us express our gratitude with a heartfelt round of applause. Thank you so much.
Kính bạch Chư Tôn Đức, Kính thưa chư vị khách quý và toàn thể đại biểu, tiếp theo phần nghi lễ tụng kinh cầu nguyện hòa bình thế giới sẽ là thông điệp chúc mừng Đại lễ Vesak Liên Hợp Quốc 2025 lần thứ 20 được tổ chức tại Việt Nam của lãnh đạo Phật giáo các nước. Đầu tiên, trân trọng kính mời Hòa Thượng Chao Chu, Chủ tịch Hiệp hội Phật giáo Los Angeles, Hoa Kỳ, quang lâm lên lễ đài để làm chủ tọa điều phối nội dung quan trọng này.
Most Venerable Mahasangha, distinguished delegates, ladies and gentlemen, following the chanting ceremony for world peace, we will now proceed to the messages of felicitations for the United Nations Days of Vesak 2025, marking its 20th celebration hosted in Vietnam, offered by Buddhist leaders from various countries. We respectfully invite Most Venerable Bhante Chao Chu, President of Los Angeles Buddhist Union, to kindly ascend the stage and serve as moderator for this important session. With deep gratitude and reverence, please welcome Most Venerable Bhante Chao Chu with a warm round of applause. Thank you.
Now, we would like to invite to the stage the leaders of the Buddhist community to read the congratulatory messages. We would like to invite to the stage His Excellency Ramdas Athawale, Member of Parliament, former Union Minister of State for Social Justice and Empowerment. We would like to invite to the stage Most Venerable Jongbom, Acting Chairman of the Overseas Special Headquarters. We would like to invite to the stage Assistant Professor Kasai Gabarzot, Rector of the Dharma Gate Buddhist College from Hungary. We would like to invite to the stage Professor Ricardo Guerrero Dianes, President of the Association of Spain Buddhism. We would like to invite to the stage Professor Gerhard Weisgraf, President of Austrian Buddhist Union. We would like to invite to the stage Professor Ricardo Vieira Sasaki, President of the Nalanda Center for Buddhist Studies, Brazil. We would like to invite to the stage Assistant Professor Edi Dhammawijaya Putra, Chairman of the Association of Indonesian Buddhist Higher Education, Indonesia. We would like to invite to the stage Mr. Igor Luther, former President, member of the Buddhist Federation of Norway, EXCO member of the ICDV. We would also like to invite to the stage Most Venerable Ananda Bhikkhu, Vice President of the International Buddhist Confederation. We would like to invite to the stage Professor Dr. Dashi Badanov, Rector of the Zagayev University of the Russian Federation.
Good morning, Honorable Mahasangha and Honorable guests. Well, I do have only 1 hour to finish with all these messages. So, first of all, I'm Bhante Chao Chu from Los Angeles, and thank you very much for asking me to take care of this session. And then because of the time constraint, I think we have to make as short as possible to complete the messages reading. So please, and also I have added another 2 messages here, so total I have 11. So please make it like 5 minutes. 5 minutes, please. Maximum 5 minutes, please. Yes. Well, without further delay, I would like to invite His Excellency Ramdas Atwale, former Union Minister of State for Social Justice and Empowerment, to give his message. You have the floor now, please. Please. You can do it from here or podium. 5 minutes.
On the occasion of United Nations Day of Vesak 2025, Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam, Venerable Monks, Excellencies, distinguished delegates, and friends and sisters in India. It is a great honor for me to address this august gathering at the United Nations Day of Vesak 2025. Here in the beautiful and historic city of Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam. Vesak is not just a celebration, it is a global reminder of the sacred legacy of Lord Buddha, whose birth, enlightenment, and Mahaparinirvana continue to inspire millions across the world. His teaching of peace, compassion, equality, and mindfulness are deeply relevant in today's complex world. I am particularly happy to note that this year's celebration is even more special and spiritually uplifting because of the aureole of the sacred Buddha relics from Nagarjuna Kunda, India, for public exposition here in Vietnam. This is a joyful time for all of us. These holy relics which represent the living presence of the Buddha are a bridge between our two nations and our shared spiritual heritage. For the Vietnamese Buddhist community, it is a rare and precious opportunity to offer reverence and deepen their spiritual connection with the Tathagata. And for India, the land of the Buddha, it is an honor to share this sacred treasure with our dear Vietnamese brothers and sisters. This gesture reflects the timeless bonds of friendship, mutual respect, and harmonic unity between our people. As a follower of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, Baba Saheb Ambedkar, I also bring with me the message of social justice and dignity. Dr. Baba Saheb Ambedkar, the principal architect of India's constitution, and one of the greatest champions of equality in the modern world, embraced Buddhism as a path to end suffering, not just individual suffering, but the suffering born of social exclusion and injustice. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar believed in a Buddhism that was both spiritual and socially transformative. His conversion in 1956, 14th October 1956 in Nagpur in Maharashtra in India, along with millions of his followers, marked the beginning of a new movement, one that sought to restore human dignity and establish a society based on liberty, equality and fraternity. I am proud to walk that path and to represent a ministry that strives to carry forward these values. Under the leadership of Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi, India continues to uphold the ideas of Buddha and Dr. Baba Saheb Ambedkar. Our work in the Ministry of Social Justice and Equality is grounded in the shared vision of a fair, inclusive and compassionate society. I thank the government of Vesak, the International Vesak Committee, and the United Nations for organizing this meaningful celebration. Let us continue to walk the noble eightfold path together towards peace, justice, and harmony for all. And therefore, today I am also very happy to see all of you here from many countries. We are about 80 countries. The Buddhist monks and Buddhist activists are also present here. And I am also the follower of Dr. Baba Saheb Ambedkar. I am the minister in Narendra Modi's government as a social justice and empowerment. And I am also Buddhist leader and Buddhist minister in Narendra Modi's government. And therefore you invited me here, not as a minister, but as a Buddhist activist, because I am also following the path of Siddhartha Gautama. And I am also very proud. Buddha came from India. The Buddhism started in India, in Bodh and Buddha philosophy is also for the peace, for the fraternity, for the happiness to everybody. Therefore, I am not going to take more time. But yesterday I can't attend the important function because yesterday the President of Vietnam was present here. But yesterday's program I can't attend. But today is also a very important day. 3-day conference also organized here and 80 countries, monks and refugees also present here. Therefore, I am not going to take more time, but you have given me the chance to speak here in this very important place. So Vietnam is also a very nice country, and therefore, thank you very much. You have given me the chance here, and Buddhism will go all over the world. We want the world peace. Therefore,
Thank you very much. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Jai Bhind, Jai Bharat, Jai Vietnam, Jai Gautam Buddha, Jai Tathagata.
Thank you very much. Because of the time constraint that we need to give an opportunity to our next message, which is from Korea, Most Honorable Kyung, Acting Chairman of the Overseas Special Headquarters, please.
거룩한 부처님께 귀의합니다. 거룩한 가르침에 귀의합니다. 거룩한 스님들께 귀의합니다. Congratulatory message for the 20th UN Vesak Day. I sincerely congratulate the official event of the 20th UN Vesak Day being held in Vietnam on behalf of Korean Buddhism. This year's Vesak Day theme is unity and inclusivity for human dignity, Buddhist insight for world peace and sustainable development. All beings are interconnected, illuminating one another. Like jewels intertwined in the net of existence, individual, society, nature, and the universe are interconnected as one flower bloom into thousands, and those thousands together form a single, magnificent blossom. We are distinct individuals and yet companions living together in a one shared world. This is why personal peace is the foundation of the world peace. When we recognize this precious interdependence, the world becomes harmonious. The whole world is a single flower. Upon his birth, the Buddha proclaimed, "In the heavens above and on the earth below, I alone am the honored one. This signifies that I am the master of my life, who can bring peace to my own heart." Again, all these lemons are filled with suffering, and I shall bring comfort to them. Remind us that we ourselves are the agent who can bring relief to the suffering of our neighbors. If we live in this world without awakening our mind, it is difficult to escape the extremity of duality. Buddhist teachings say, because this arises, that arises. And mind is everything. Everything is created by mind alone. By awakening our mind and eliminating the dualistic distinction, we create. This world can become a pure land. Today, the world is suffering from the complex issues such as war, climate change, economic inequality, and religious conflict. These conflicts and disputes arise from the dualistic thinking that separates self and others. The teaching of the Buddha proposed a solution to those challenges through inner peace and the compassion realized from the awakening. In particular, the law of dependent origination, which teaches that all beings are interconnected, reminds us of our responsibility to act as a unified global community. The world has now entered the era of artificial intelligence during the fourth industrial revolution. However, advanced science and material civilization come, they cannot eliminate the suffering within the human mind. Even in paradise, if one's mind is in trouble, it becomes a place of suffering. By awakening our mind and attain peace, we naturally realize what we must do. Every day becomes a good day, and everyone we meet becomes a meaningful connection. Individual awakening and creating inner peace is the only way to resolve the modern societal issues. On December 6, 2024, the United Nations adopted the resolution at its 79th General Assembly to designate the World Meditation Day. The UN officially announced that to raise awareness about the meditation and its benefit, the General Assembly proclaimed the 21st December as World Meditation Day, recalling the right of everyone to the enjoyment of the highest attainable standard of physical and mental health. At the end of September 2024, Korean Buddhism hosted the International Sun Meditation Summit with world-renowned meditator and over 30,000 Buddhists in attendance. In October, we visited the UN headquarters in New York to propose the establishment of World Meditation Day. Korean Buddhism wholeheartedly welcomes the establishment of the World Meditation Day, and we will continue to take the lead in popularizing Zen meditation in Korean Buddhism, so that not only Korean but people around the world can achieve the peace of mind. With one breath in, I will reflect on the connection with those around me. With one breath out, I reflect on the cause and effect of my actions. With one breath out, I reflect on the serene stress beyond the suffering and joy. Recognizing deeply that all lives and natures are interconnected, I also realize that the root cause of the climate crisis and ecological destruction ultimately lies with me. I pray for a world free from violence, war, discrimination, and hatred. A world filled with understanding, respect, compassion, and wisdom. I extended my gratitude to the International Council for the Day of Vesak, ICPB, and the Vietnamese government for creating this space for dialogue and exchange so that Buddhists worldwide may unite and practice the technology of the Buddha. I also express my respect to the Vietnamese Buddhist leaders for illuminating the path of peace, unity, and compassion. On this Vesak Day, I sincerely wish that all peoples around the world will cultivate a peace of mind and build a world of harmony with the boundaries, compassion, and wisdom of the Buddha. 20th UN Vesak Day, May 2025. The most venerable Gino, President of the Association of Korean Buddhist Order, President of the Jogye Order of Korean Buddhism. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Our next message is from Hungary. Assistant Professor Karsai Kapoor Salt, Director of Dharmagate Buddhist College, Hungary, please.
Honorable Sangha members, esteemed dignitaries, scholars, and friends from around the world. On this auspicious occasion of the 20th United Nations Day of Vesak, we come together to celebrate the birth, enlightenment, and parinibbana of the glorious Buddha, a guiding light for humanity's pursuit of wisdom, compassion, and peace. It is an honor to extend this message of goodwill, reflecting upon the timeless Buddhist insights that can foster unity and inclusivity to uphold human dignity, world peace, and sustainable development. Vesak is not merely a commemoration of historical events. It is a profound reminder of the Buddha's universal message that all beings are interconnected and that the path of liberation lies in compassion, wisdom, and right action. At a time when the world faces conflicts, inequalities, environmental degradation, and social fragmentation, we must turn to the Buddha's teachings for guidance on how to foster unity and inclusivity as essential pillars of peace and sustainable development. Buddhism teaches us that divisiveness, greed, and ignorance lead to suffering, while harmony, generosity, and wisdom bring liberation. The Buddha embraced people from all walks of life, regardless of caste, race, and status, exemplifying true inclusivity and respect for human dignity. In today's world, where divisions based on ethnicity, religion, economic status, and political ideologies often fuel tensions, we must uphold the Buddhist principle of interdependence, realizing that the well-being of one is tied to the well-being of all. True unity does not mean uniformity, but rather an acceptance and celebration of diversity, ensuring that every individual is respected, valued, and empowered. Governments, institutions, and societies must work together to build bridges, not barriers, fostering policies and initiatives that promote equity, social justice, and human dignity. Inclusivity must be the foundation upon which peaceful coexistence, economic stability, and sustainable progress are built. The world continues to witness violence, conflicts, and humanitarian crises, threatening peace and stability. Buddhism provides a transformative approach to peace building through inner cultivation and social responsibility. The Buddha also taught simplicity, mindfulness, and harmony with nature. Today we face climate change, ecological destruction, and resource depletion, all consequences of human greed and short-sightedness. A sustainable future requires a fundamental shift in consciousness, embracing responsibility, ethical consumption, and environmental stewardship. As we celebrate Vesak, let us reflect on how each of us can contribute to creating a more united, inclusive, and peaceful world. Let us embrace the Buddha's vision of society where compassion, wisdom, and ethical conduct guide our actions. We must call upon world leaders to foster diplomacy, peace-building, and policies that uphold human dignity. Religious and spiritual communities to promote interfaith dialogue and mutual respect. Educators and youth to champion values of inclusivity and global responsibility. Individuals to cultivate mindfulness, kindness, and ethical living in daily life. The Buddha's message is timeless. Peace begins within. From inner peace arises outer harmony. From collective wisdom arises a sustainable future. As the light of Vesak illuminates our path, let us walk forward with unity, inclusivity, and unwavering compassion. The world needs wisdom-driven leadership, kindness in action, and a renewed commitment to justice and sustainability. We are grateful to the National Vietnam Buddhist Sangha and the International Council for the United Nations Day of Vesak for bringing together Buddhists from around the world on this memorable occasion. Buddhists in Hungary welcome all efforts that drove humanity's attention to the noble teachings of the Enlightened One and their enduring relevance today. May this Vesak celebration inspire us all to work together for the dignity of all beings, the peace of all nations, and the well-being of future generations. May the light of the Dhamma spread across the world.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And our next message is from Austria, Professor Gerhard Vesak, President of Austrian Buddhist Union, Austria. Please.
Most venerable monks and nuns, dear sisters and brothers in the Dhamma. On behalf of the Austrian Buddhist Union, I would like to thank everyone very much for celebrating this year the United Nations Day of Vesak and for the invitation to be part of this valuable and important event. In addition to commemorating the birth, enlightenment and parinirvana of Lord Buddha, Vesak serves above all to remember the most important message of the teachings, the Dhamma. If we take an open look to the current developments in our world, we recognize many conflicts, be it economic problems, environmental disasters or wars. All these terrible, painful events are largely caused by the three voices: greed, hatred, and delusion. Unfortunately, there is hardly any awareness of this in the respective national governments. It is mostly all about maintaining power and personal interests. Unfortunately, the truth of Paticca is not reflected in the respective government programs. But this realization is not only ignored in politics, but also in economic systems or other treatment of animals and nature. As representatives of the Buddhist teaching, we have a great obligation to spread the wisdom of these teachings throughout the world. This is by no means a mission, as is and has often been pursued by some religions in an unwholesome way. No, it is about opening doors to enable all people to access and understand the Dhamma. The number of seekers is increasing, and we have an obligation to make the Dhamma accessible to this growing number of seekers, especially in the Western countries. It is our task to make the main message of the Dhamma accessible to people all over the world, not as a dogmatic obligation, but as an open offer. Therefore, we also have the obligation to preserve the teaching in its fundamental core of compassion for all sentient beings, wisdom and non-violence, ahimsa. We are delighted that the Dhamma has now been arrived in the West for well over 100 years, and that more and more people are practicing it. In Austria, Buddhism has been recognized by the government for more than 40 years, and we are in a constant and very constructive exchange with all other religions, but also with all other areas of our society. One of the most important requirements for a peaceful future is dialogue. We, the Austrian Buddhist Union, have a leading role here in our country. We also have the role for a bridge builder between the different religious and non-religious worldviews. The values of the Dharma, such as metta, karuna, mudita, and upekkha, are universal and valid for all people. May the Vesak celebration around the world make a significant contribution to greater understanding and dissemination of the Dharma. May all sentient beings well and happy. May they be free from suffering and the conditions for suffering. Thank you for listening.
Thank you very much for your message. And then I would like to continue with the next message is from Brazil by the Professor Ricardo Vera Sasaki, the President and Director, Nalanda Center for Buddhist Studies. Please.
Dear friends and Dhamma, we gather today in the spirit of unity and mutual understanding under the theme Unity and Inclusivity for Human Diversity. Though we represent diverse Buddhist lineages and cultural backgrounds, we are united in the timeless wisdom of the Dhamma and its profound potential to address contemporary challenges. For the Buddha's teachings to remain relevant in our modern world, we must apply their insights to the urgent crisis we face. It's always been loba, dosa, and moha. Rampant consumerism, aggression escalating to the brink of genocide, and the widespread misinformation perpetuated by modern media and communication platforms. As participants in this global gathering, we have a unique opportunity to listen deeply to one another, cultivate mutual understanding, and explore Buddhist principles, compassion, interdependence, and ethical clarity. This can offer solutions to pressing global issues. May our collective presence here embody the living tradition of Buddhist wisdom and its enduring power to foster peace, justice, and sustainable progress. Let our discussions inspire meaningful insights and actionable steps to alleviate suffering and benefit all sentient beings. The delegation of Brazil are happy to share these moments with you all. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for sharing the time because I still have a few more messages. Next, I would like to invite Assistant Professor Edi Ramawijaya Putra, Chairman of Association of Indonesian Buddhist Higher Education Indonesia. Please.
Venerable Sangha, auspicious delegates, esteemed scholars, respected brothers and sisters, and travelers who can hear and reach this message, please allow me to express our sincere gratitude with heartfelt appreciation to the Committee of International Councils of Day of Vesak, ACDV, which have been exceptionally working hard to the hosting of United Nations Day of Vesak 2025 that taken place in Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam. In a world that afflicted by restless and conflict in many places and areas all over the world, the presence of UNDV with this theme is very crucial to showcase that unity, peace, and harmony among nations, countries, territories, backgrounds, and interests. This sacred day of Vesak is not only a sign of festive and memorization, but indeed a legacy for humanity regardless for their affiliation, organization, and sovereignty. This opportunity, however, taken the theme Uniting in Inclusivity for Humanity and Uniting, Buddhist Insight for the World Peace and Sustainable Development in relevant. This is very relevant to our contextual and situation nowadays. Venerable Mahasangha, ladies and gentlemen, Indonesian people, especially the Union of the Association of Indonesian Buddhist Higher Education, APTABI, have been existing to be a part of the intellectual movement to promote values of human dignity in many aspects, especially educational services. Our institutions, which have been stakeholder of national educational system, have contributed to sustain development for social transformation and also combating social inequalities in diverse dimensions and aspects. Our colleges and campuses that spread all over the provinces in Indonesia have ensured the potential to grow for the sake of community services, and we believe that every noble mission, including our national and international event like today, such as Unity 2025, will create harmony and sustainable more based on education. Our members, state-based and private-based universities and campuses, including Sriwijaya State Buddhist College, Raden Wijaya State Buddhist College, Institute of Nalanda, Smaratuga Buddhist College, Kertarajasa Buddhist College, Sailendra Buddhist College, Mahaprajna Buddhist College, Jinarakita Buddhist College, Bodhidharma Buddhist College, Dharma Widya Buddhist College, and Maitreya Wirya Buddhist College, as well as Samantra Bhadra, Nature and Social Indonesia Buddhist College, are well-managed and reputable Buddhist-based education that provide 3 pledges including research, education services, and community development. This collaboration, however, on the Vesak Day is aimed at revitalizing the universal values of Buddhism, which focuses on compassion and bring loving kindness to resolve problems, while at the same time refraining from anger and hatred in any scale and any circumstances, from the self to the wider and outer world. This is very relevant in a world today which is baffled by many crises and conflicts in many areas with variety of background. For this reason, APTABI, however, with its roles of becoming the educational association, is a whole to nurturing the human resources from higher education sector, preparing the future generation who will contribute to be more peaceful and bring a peace-loving society for compassion living and culture tradition to ensure friendship and global harmony to grow. Last but not least, on behalf of APTABI and Indonesian Buddhist Union and academic colleges, of course, who attend here, I express my appreciation to the steering committee as well as the organizing committee to have been exceptionally working hard to manage this international program, as well as the ICUNDP and the whole members. The last one, the memorization of these particular countries and this event will be beneficial and very significant for us as Buddhists all over the world. Lastly, we would like to say congratulations for the reunification of Vietnam and South Vietnam and its 18th anniversary of the Socialist Republic of Vietnam. Thank you for your attention. Terima kasih.
We'll continue with these messages. Next message is from Norway. Mr. Henrik Lott, the former president and a member of the Buddhist Federation of Norway, please.
Respected Sangha leaders, distinguished guests, friends in the Dharma. Allow me first to briefly mention my background as a member of the Executive Committee of the International Council of Vesak, which is very meaningful, makes it very meaningful to share a few reflections on this occasion. As a former president of the Buddhist Federation of Norway, I'm also very happy to announce that we also have a new president of the Buddhist Federation of Norway, which is Mr. Chow Ngoc Thai from the Vietnamese Buddhist community in Norway. So I'm sure we will hear more from him in the future. But a few words to share about this occasion. We are again celebrating the festival of Vesak with the UNDV conference in Ho Chi Minh City in Vietnam. It is the fourth time that the UNDV conference is celebrated in Vietnam, and the three previous celebrations in Vietnam have brought to the attention to the world Buddhist community that Buddhism is prosperous and growing in this country with a Buddhist history of almost 2,000 years. Like Vietnam itself, Vietnamese Buddhism has survived great challenges and threats and subsequently gone from strength to strength. This is a source of inspiration for Buddhists worldwide. The fourth celebration of the UNDV in Vietnam also coincides with important national anniversaries that point back to the struggles that have preceded the prosperous and peaceful country that we see today. The ICDV is a global organization based in Thailand. Many of the UNDV conferences have been hosted there. Sri Lanka has hosted the conference one time, but the fact that Vietnam now hosts the UNDV conference for the fourth time points to a future where UNDV more and more becomes an international event. So, thank you, Vietnam, for being such a staunch supporter of the UNDV. Coming to the main theme of this year's conference, it suggests strongly that Buddhism has a role to play in the world. Words like human dignity, world peace, and human development encompass the meaning of human flourishing in the widest and also the most profound sense. Thus, we are encouraged to be ambitious in our efforts to apply the values and wisdoms of the Dharma to truly make a difference in helping the world become a better place for all. How can we be successful in doing this? The conference highlights related sub-themes to the visions suggested by the main theme. It may thus provide some answers to this question. Buddhist scholars and leaders from many parts of the world will come together in Ho Chi Minh City to share with others their experiences and insights gained from practicing the Dharma and applying it to diverse conditions in many societies and cultures. From my experience, I can tell that such sharing of insights based on experience may open our eyes to new perspectives and new understandings. But more than that, it may also help ignite our own commitment to devote ourselves to the Dharma and to the benefit of others. This is at the core of the meaning of the Buddha to his followers today. Looking at the world today, we see that human dignity may be more of an ideal than a reality. That world peace may be a distant dream, and that human development, while happening to some, may also leave many others behind. Despite this, we continue to commit ourselves to these ideals, as Buddhists have done before us for 2,500 millennia. Therefore, we thank from our hearts everyone who has contributed to make this deeply meaningful event here possible. May the UNDV celebration 2025 in Vietnam be successful and strengthen our resolve to make this world a better place. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I still have 3 more messages and then a few more minutes. So I think we still need to share these messages. So next I would like to invite Most Venerable Ananda Bhikkhu as President of the International Buddhist Federation. Yes.
Namo Buddhaya. Homage to the Triple Gem, homage to all the Sangha members, my dear brothers and sisters. On the occasion of Vesak, I bring you a lot of greetings from India, the people of India, from our monastery, all the brother monks and the members of Mahabodhi Society, Bengaluru. And I stand here on behalf of International Buddhist Confederation, which is a wing of Ministry of Culture in the Government of India. I congratulate and thank the International Council of United Nations Vesak Day for this magnificent program year after year. Thanks to the government of Vietnam, thanks to the Sangha, Vietnam Sangha. Lot of thanks to Venerable Thich Nhat Hanh, a very dynamic, venerable monk who has been running and organizing a lot of things in India and here. It was a great privilege for me to bring the holy relics of the Buddha along with other monks under the auspices of Ministry of Culture. The holy relics are kept here for worship in a pagoda nearby. And these holy relics, they come from South India, from Nagarjuna Konda, which were excavated and now placed for worship normally Mulaganda Kuti Vihara in Mahabodhi Society of India, and those holy relics are brought from National Museum of India. So I'm very grateful to the government of Vietnam and all the venerables here for giving this privilege. And as I see every day, hundreds of thousands of people coming and worshipping, that faith, that commitment to the Buddha, Dhamma and Sangha in Vietnam gives such great joy and hope that the minds of the people can be changed for the development of the path of Buddhism. Unity of all Buddhists is based on one very simple fact, that we all go to Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha as refuge. These 3 refuges are common for all Buddhist schools and different practices, languages or countries. Anybody who takes refuge in the Buddha, Dhamma and Sangha, or we are all united as Buddhists in any part of the world. And with our metta and karuna, mudita and upekha, loving kindness and compassion, we include everybody, all human beings, not just human beings, all beings, all animals, all devas, everybody. That is the path Lord Buddha has shown us. So in this regard, we have very important programs in India, which is regaining Lord Buddha's teachings, especially in the modern times because of the influence of Dr. Ambedkar, and meditation programs, Vipassana meditation programs and others. And now the government of India has recognized Pali as the classical language of India, which means it will have special privilege for the protection and the promotion, its study and preservation and promotion programs. So we are grateful to the government of India for that. And many educational programs are being taken. Some of the venerable monks and others are here who are running. We have created an education module of Buddhist education from kindergarten. So this has been working and it is expanding. Thousands and thousands of children are studying in our own Maha-Buddhist schools. This module we feel will be the whole. So dear friends, without taking much time, once again I congratulate, especially on behalf of our Secretary General Shastra Rinpoche and our Director General Abhijit Haldarji and all the IBC team to this wonderful Vietnam Sangha and all the people, the volunteers and everybody who are taking so nice care of us and making this program a very grand success. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Next, I would like to invite Professor Dr. Tasibov from Russia, and the rector of the DD University. Please.
Dear brothers and sisters, monks, nuns, and all delegates, I congratulated of the 20th United Nations Day of Vesak celebration 2025. I send warm greeting from the Buddhist University Tashkent, Berlin, Russian Federation. I wish you successful study Buddha Dharma. Sorry for my bad English. I will read my report in Russian. Listen to the translated, please. Тема моего доклада ментальные факторы. И ментальные факторы – это второстепенные сознания, которые ежесекундно сменяя друг друга, присутствуют в потоке сознания живого существа. В купе с главным сознанием они являются инструментом познания окружающего мира и способствуют проявлению различных эмоций. Согласно буддийским трактатам, сознание делится на два вида: главное сознание, второстепенные сознания или ментальные факторы, как такового общего термина нет. Используются оба названия, кто-то говорит второстепенные сознания, кто-то ментальные факторы. Главное сознание бывает 6 видов, это сознание 5 органов чувств, ментальные сознания. Сознание органов зрения рождается при рассматривании форм, например, картин. Сознание органов слуха при улавливании звука, например, музыки. Сознание органов обоняния при ощущении запаха, например, запаха благовония. Сознание органов вкуса – это ощущение вкуса, например, вкус яблока. Сознание органов осязания при тактильных ощущениях, например, при соприкосновении с шелковой или хлопчатобумажными тканями. Ментальное сознание появляется при предоставлении какого-либо образа, например, образа Савчундугана и Волгинского дозана, находящегося в данный момент вне поля зрения, но сохранившегося в памяти. Второстепенное сознание или ментальные факторы делятся на 6 групп. 5 основных присутствующих, то есть вездесущих, 5 ментальных факторов, которые присутствуют только с добродетельными сознаниями, 6 видов главных клеш и 20 второстепенных клеш. 11 добродетельных ментальных факторов, 4 изменяющиеся ментальных фактора. Общее число всех ментальных факторов составляет 51. Первая группа ментальных факторов, называемых как 5 постоянно присутствующих, это намерение, контакт, ощущение, развлечение и вовлечение. Вся вышеперечисленная пятерка ментальных факторов всегда присутствует при любом сознании добродетельном или же недобродетельном, или же нейтральном. При добавлении к постоянно присутствующим ментальным факторам одного из нескольких добродетельных ментальных факторов, вся группа вместе с главным сознанием становится добродетельной. И наоборот, при добавлении недобродетельных сознаний приобретает негативную окраску. Причем одновременно в группе могут проявляться 5 или более ментальных факторов. Если группа ментальных факторов добродетельная, то эта группа отрицательную не вступает. И также невозможно быть одновременно гневным или же радостным. Из всех 51 ментального фактора беспокоящее сознание является 2 группы. Это главные клеши и второстепенные клеши. Первая группа главных клешей или основных беспокоящих мыслей состоит из 6 ментальных факторов. Это страсть, злость, гордыня, неведение, сомнение и неправильные взгляды. Клеши, нему, это ментальные факторы, создающие беспокойство в потоке сознания. Будда Шакьямуни учил выявлять из потока сознания отрицательные ментальные факторы, так называемые клеши, ведь разузнав их функции, природу и изменения в них, соответствующие противоядиям, можно полностью искоренить из потока сознания. Понимание всех вышеописанных ментальных факторов и их проявлений в потоке сознания позволяет нам лучше их распознавать и работать с ними в дальнейшем. Знание таких врагов, как клеши, лицо, того и они проявляются, помогает нашему самообладанию избежать ошибок, последствия которых нам самим же приходится потом долго и упорно исправлять. С обретением таких знаний у нас появляются шансы применять противоядие от появления новых негативных ментальных факторов, что поможет нам самостоятельно справляться с психологическими трудностями. Развитие добродетельных ментальных факторов влечет за собой достижение спокойствия ума, изучение и понимание определенных клеш, определение клеш, знания способов их устранения, а также взращивание положительных ментальных факторов приводит к достижению спокойствия ума. Под спокойствием ума подразумевается не просто бездействие, а позитивная активность ума без суеты. Спокойствие ума является основным достижением нирваны и помогает решению проблем повседневной жизни. Спасибо. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. In this session, we have one more message to cover, which is coming from Spain. Professor Ricardo Guerrero, then is President of Association Hispana de Buddhist. Please make a short message, please, and then we have a book presentation in the end of the message.
Namo Buddhaya. Holiness, Eminences, Most Venerable Dr. Tishnatu, host of this event, Most Venerable monks and nuns, brothers and sisters in the Dharma, dear guests, it is an honor for me to address you all to congratulate on occasion of the day of Vesak and to thank the Vietnam Buddhist Sangha for organizing this important event, an event that all Buddhists around the world look forward to every year with joy. This year's main theme, directly referred to world peace, is more relevant than ever at what many of us consider to be a critical moment for humanity, when world peace and social well-being are far to be a reality, and the traditional values that have governed humanity are changing towards a definition that is still uncertain. As a Buddhist community, I believe that we have not only an opportunity but an obligation to present our vision to the world, offering solutions that we know can change individual behaviors with a direct impact
at a social level. In this regard, I would like to extend my congratulations to the citizens of Vietnam on the 50th anniversary of the country's reunification, which took place on April the 30th. Congratulations. This anniversary offers us an opportunity to reflect on the path that societies can take toward peace and development when there is a constructive will and differences are set aside. A clear spirit of national reconciliation has enabled communities to overcome past divisions and foster a sense of unity. Vietnam's experience after reunification can serve as a model for other countries in conflict or in the process of a reconciliation. The pursuit of a peaceful approach to resolving internal disputes, along with openness to dialogue and international cooperation, could inspire other nations in similar contexts. From my perspective as a Spaniard, but always attentive to the developments in Buddhist majority Asian countries, I would like to mention some of the positive aspects that are becoming evident to the world from here, from Vietnam. Since Vietnam adopted its economic reforms, the country has experienced remarkable economic growth. This transformation has helped improve the living standards of millions of Vietnamese, contributing to social stability, which in Buddhist terms means reducing suffering. The coexistence of different ethnic and cultural groups in Vietnam has fostered mutual respect and fraternity. Celebrating this diversity can be an example of how inclusion and respect for differences can create a more cohesive and peaceful society. Vietnam has strengthened its international relations, actively participating in regional and global organizations. Its focus on peaceful diplomacy and sustainable development can be a valuable lesson for some countries or areas in the world. How Vietnam handles its challenges will be crucial for its future as a model of peace and brotherhood. And in this endeavor, I want to emphasize the important role played by the Vietnamese Buddhist Sangha, who plays a fundamental role in both religious practice and the social and cultural life of the country. But not only of this country, some of its most prominent members, such as the unforgettable and most venerable Thich Nhat Hanh, have been and continue to be a guide and a beacon of light for millions of people around the world, both Buddhists and non-Buddhists, and have brought Vietnam into contact with countries as geographically distant as my country, as Spain, which I now humbly represent. In the countries of a deep and ancient Buddhist tradition, the Sangha is a key institution that not only provides a spiritual framework for its followers, but also plays an active role in the country's social, cultural, and community life. And, as it is in the case of Vietnam, is deeply rooted in the daily lives of the Vietnamese people. The Sangha is responsible for the preservation and transmission of the Buddha's teachings. It provides spiritual guidance to lay people through teachings, rituals, and meditative practices. And this links with one of the proposed sub-themes on this celebration, which is mindfulness in education. I would like to underline the importance of education, knowing that none of the human activities can compare as fundamental to education. From my teaching activity at certain times in my own life, I have been able to conclude that the inclusion of meditative practices in education, starting in childhood, is not only beneficial in the present, but can have a significant impact on the formation of the adult mind. Meditation helps children in their emotional development, allowing for greater awareness of their emotions. By learning to observe and manage their feelings from an early age, children can acquire skills to deal with stress and anxiety. Both are diseases that become especially evident in adult life and that unfortunately contaminate social relations by favoring conflict. As Buddhists, we know the tools contained in the Buddha's teachings, whose ultimate goal is the eradication of suffering. A suffering that today finds its greatest exponent in the many conflicts that ravage the world, both warlike and otherwise. We are the custodians of the knowledge and have to I have not only a great opportunity, but also a duty to make it known and explain it to all humanity, to the rest of the world. I want to encourage from here to everyone to take a proactive role in this challenge. And regarding education and Buddhist studies, I would like now, it is an honor for me to present you the Spanish version of the common Buddhist text. Thank you. So, at this regard, I would like to call upon the stage some members of the team of the book. Lama Nyawang Dorje Dondrup, Dr. Alex Ruiz Falquez, Dr. Abraham Velez Lecea, Dr. Andreas Janusz. All of them have collaborated in this work, which has taken 4 years of work. Please. Yes, please. Yes, please. This book, ladies and gentlemen, is a homage. It is my personal homage to the Triple Gem. Secondly, it's a homage to my masters, Most Venerable Brahma Pandit, who gave me the translation rights into Spanish. Secondly, Venerable Dr. Damai Kamasami, who backed me on this challenge and gave me temporary complete ordination as a bhikkhu in 2019. Venerable Hansa Damahaso, my brother in the Dharma, who has always given me support with the book. This book is a cultural milestone in my language, in Spanish. A community of 600 million people in the world. Now they will have the possibility to read the Dhamma, originally and directly translated from Chinese, from Tibetan, from Pali language, and from Sanskrit. Finally, last but not least, the Lumbini Garden Foundation, who assumed the funding of the process of translation of the book as part of the Great Buddha Project in Spain. This is a Buddhist complex, the biggest Buddhist complex in the West, that we are developing in collaboration with institutions and temples from 15 countries in Asia. I hope that we can present this project this year to you all in the next United Nations Vesak celebration, and it will be a happy and an honor for all of us to do it. Thank you very much.
On this special occasion, I also would like to inform you that in Vietnam, 5 years ago, we have 2 versions of translation of the CVT into Vietnamese. One version translated by the team of Professor Leventhal, and the other version translated by my team, Victor. So both the versions in Vietnamese have been free distributed within nearly 20,000 copies. And due to schedule, I could not remember to print and show you today. Congratulations for the Spanish team for introduction and translating the CBT to their language for the global citizen. And we have 2 versions in Vietnamese. Thank you for your joining us. Và vào giờ phút này thì chúng con kính cung thỉnh trưởng lão hòa thượng Thích Thiện Nhân tiếp nhận cái quyển kinh điển cộng thông bằng tiếng Tây Ban Nha. Và chúng tôi cũng đồng cung thỉnh Hòa thượng Thích Thiện Pháp, Phó Chủ tịch, Hòa thượng Thích Quảng Tùng, Phó Chủ tịch của giáo hội, cùng quan hỷ Hòa thượng Thích Nào Như và quý tôn đức Phó Chủ tịch cùng bước ra sân khấu để tiếp nhận cái bản kinh bằng tiếng Tây Ban Nha.
Most venerable ladies and gentlemen, we would like to invite the elder most venerable Thích Thiện Nhân and elder most venerable in VB kindly ascend to the stage resident talk to receive the token of appreciation and the gift from the Buddhist delegation. Thank you.
Người nào đứng kỳ mời.
Xích xuống xíu Quỳ ơi.
Xin một tràng pháo tay để cảm ơn về món quà tâm linh đầy ý nghĩa này. Sau khi trao và nhận các món quà tâm linh cung thỉnh quý tôn đức và chư vị cùng chụp một bức ảnh lưu niệm thật sâu sắc và ấn tượng trong ngày hôm nay. Xin trân trọng.
This gesture symbolizes our deep gratitude for their insightful contributions to this meaningful academic exchange. We also kindly invite our moderator and speaker, and altogether with honor venerable, to remain on stage for commemorative photo together with the elder most venerable. Please give them all a warm round of applause. Thank you.
Trân trọng kính mời chư vị chủ tọa và diễn giả trong phiên toàn thể buổi sáng đồng tiến về vị trí danh dự để chụp bức ảnh lưu niệm của phiên toàn thể sáng nay 7 tháng 5 năm 2025. Kính thỉnh quý tôn đức trân trọng mời toàn thể quý vị đồng quang lâm hội trường an toàn để chuẩn bị cho phiên làm việc tiếp theo.
We would like to invite all the speaker moderator come back your honor seat to continue the proceeding. Thank you.
Đổi hình background đi.